Alright, hi there. So let's see, I have kind of limited time sort of today, so rather than starting anything new, I thought I'd walk you through this patch from yesterday as I sort of disassemble it and get ready for another day. Okay, so let's just get some kind of sound going. So this is down here on frame, down there. I have the drum brute impact. It's acting as the clock, and it's putting out the cymbal noise as a sort of offbeat hi-hat. Coming out of the Moog Labyrinth, pronounce it. I have sequence 2 trigger, which I've programmed to be on the 1, 2, 3, 4. Coming out into maths, you've seen this before if you've paid attention. To get a little bit longer trigger to the Vactral low pass gate from Dofer, that's the A101-2. I've also got a bit of noise, colored noise from the Dofer A118-2 going into, actually it's going into this mult, and then that's going into the Vactral low pass gate as well, and together they make this nice kick, which gets squeaky. Yeah. Alright, so let's take that down a bit. Okay, so that's drums. Now, for the noise, I've got, for the whatever melody, playing on the Keystep Pro here. No, Keystep 37, not Pro, just Keystep 37. Got 4 sounds all coming out of the wave transformer. So, the most basic sound was added last. That's the sawtooth wave. Just plain sawtooth wave coming out. It's on this first ADSR here, and then it's going out over here. And actually, yesterday I had it also going into the effects loop, but I never turned the effects loop on and didn't record it, so we'll just see how that sounds by itself. Alright, now we'll add a compressor in the effects loop, and let's see, Magpie Pedals Bit Pirate. And Magpie Pedals Lust. Throw in a bit of June 60 chorus. Alright. Turn off all that. There we go. Okay. So that's the first one, just the sawtooth. We'll go ahead and pull that. Actually, no, I'll leave it all together and then jam out a bit later. Okay, so that's the first, or the last bit added. Then I have this, the second bit added was this crazy chain I have going here on the A times B plus C from the FACO. So I have channel 1 is the triangle, or the first A is the triangle wave. the B is the sub square. The C is the sine wave. So the triangle kind of can't hear much out of that, but yeah, there's a triangle wave there. This first one is the triangle and the kind of multiplied by the sub. Not very loud on its own. Got that pretty little sine wave together. Let's invert the sine wave for fun. It does change the character a bit when you invert the sine wave. Kind of gets a little bit higher pitched somehow, overtones, higher pitched overtones. Alright, so that's channel 1. I'm taking channel 1 and just running it right into channel 2. So then I can boost that. We'll take these down because channel 2, the B, is coming out of, where is that? This channel 3 over here, and channel 3 is the rectangle wave. Channel 3 is the rectangle wave, so channel 3 just by itself. That's the rectangle wave. I did have some pulse width mod on, but it sounded kind of bad. So that's that. And then here I have some noise, colored noise. I've got it multed many places here. So, but this one's coming out of mass channel 2, so I can adjust to taste. So add all those together. We'll invert this guy. We'll invert that guy. And you can change character by inverting or rectifying signals. So that's that one. Now, these first two, they play together. Got the complex wave going into 1 and the sub, what is this? Massive wires. The sub pulse. They're going into 1 and 2 of Vigan. That's coming out and going into the wasp filter. The wasp filter is going out. The low pass is going into the left channel of the stereo strip. The band pass is going into the right channel. Let's pull this panning out and just listen to the low pass. Low pass sounds like this. So I have a little bit of high. I'm modulating ZB2. CV1s on this first or this second ADSR. Okay, that's the low pass. Let's stick the band pass in, pull out the low pass. This is the band pass. Alright, and together now add a little bit of panning to that. And all together then. Good times. So that was that patch. Hope that was interesting to somebody somewhere. And maybe I'll look back at this and be able to remember how I made it if I ever want to make it again. So, yeah, that was that. Alright. Noisevember 23, I guess. Is that right? Yeah, Noisevember 23. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.